Let me guess, you dive deep into the enemy backline feeling like an absolute symbiote monster, only to get shredded to pieces in seconds. You saw that massive 800 health pool, you picked the Vanguard class, and you thought, I'm a tank. But every single time you leap into the fight, you just melt. You turn to ultimate charge battery for the enemy team, and your own squad is left wondering, what's the front line disappeared to? Before we get into how, we have to understand why. Why does diving headfirst get you killed? It's pretty simple. Despite his Vanguard title and huge health bar, Venom isn't built to soak up damage like a traditional tank. He doesn't have Magneto's persistent shields or the simple damage reduction of other Vanguards. His survivability is deceptive. It comes from his incredible self-healing and, more importantly, his ability to get the hell out of danger. Think about Venom from the comics. He's an anti-hero, right? A lethal protector. He stalks his prey, uses an environment, strikes from the shadows, and causes absolute chaos. He's not the guy to stand in the open and trade punches. The developers at NetEase nailed this identity in his gameplay. His kit isn't designed for a long, drawn-out brawl. It's built for calculated, shocking aggression followed by swift, clean escape. Your job isn't to be a shield for your team, it's to protect them by making the enemy backline so terrified and disorganized that they can't even think about pushing forward. You are a menace. If the enemy team has to burn the ultimates just to deal with you, you're doing your job perfectly. The frustration you feeling comes from playing him like a shield. Today you're going to learn how to play him like a scalpel. This is the core of the guide. We're breaking down the hunt into 3 phases. 1, 2, 3, 3 phases. The approach, the ambush, and the escape. Master the loop, and you will master Venom. The biggest mistake new Venom players make is how they start the fight. So many of you use Venom's swing to fly straight into the enemy team. Don't do this. Your swing is a single most important escape tool. Use it to engage like a soldier throwing away your parachute before you jumping out of the plane. Your real engagement tool is your passive, alien biology, which lets you climb and sprint on walls. Every map in Marvel Rivals is a vertical playground for you. While other heroes are stuck funneling through choke points, you are above it, completely unseen. Use walls to find crazy angles of attack. Trust me, enemies almost never looking up. Their crosshairs are glued to doorways and predictable pathways. By sticking to the walls, you can bypass the front line entirely and get clear shot at your real targets, the squishy backlines. From your perch, you will use Frenzy Arrival. This lets you leap from height and slam down on your enemies, launching them into the air. You only need about 3 meters of height to trigger it. So even small ledges on the top of a payload can be your launch pad. This is how you start the hunt. You appear from nowhere, create instant chaos, and set up your targets for the kill. Remember, the swing is for getting out. The walls are for getting in. Talk about the ambush. Okay, you landed. The enemy healer is aborted, confused, and ripe for the picking. Now you execute. The combo is precise and deadly. The moment Frenzy Arrival hits, you need to use Cellular Corrosion. This ability sends out tendrils that latch on to anyone 8 meters, slowing them and dealing a little damage up front. But its real power comes after 3 seconds. If the tendril stays on, they snap, dealing a big burst of damage. Think of it as a ticking time bomb. As soon as cellular corrosion is on them, start hammering them with the primary fire. Dark predation. Your tentacles lash out one by one, and you have to track your target to land them all. Quick tip, instead of just holding down the fire button, try clicking for each attack. This trigger discipline can seriously improve your accuracy, especially against smaller, twitchy targets. And aim for the head. Each tendril deals double damage on headshots, which means a full volley of 4 headshots can dish out massive 160 damage. Let's do the math. Frenzy Arrival knocks them up. Cellular Corrosion slows them down, making them an easy target and primes them for 80 damage bursts. All while you blast them with Dark Predation in just 3 seconds. A squishy character will be completely deleted. Symbiotic Resilience is one of the best survival tools in the game. When you use it, you get a huge chunk of bonus health based on how low your current health is. This is the trick to using it. At the last possible second, wait until your health drops around 100 to 150 HP. Then pop it. Going to near death to over 1,000 health will shock your opponents and buy you the time you need to bail. Now you use Venom's swing, the escape tool you wisely saved, swing away, back towards your healers in safety, break line of sight, grab a health pack, and let your cooldowns reset. The entire sequence, dive, kill, escape, should be a fluid, terrifying loop. You are not there to stay, you are there to strike, vanish, and strike again. This is the run. Once you got the hit and run loop down, you can start sprinkling in some advanced strategies. Target, priority, and ultimate use. Your primary targets are always the enemy strategists, the healers, aka supports. Taking them out cripples the enemy's foundation. After them, go for the high damage duelists who are threatening your own backline. Your ultimate, Feast of the Abyss, is a game changer. You dive underground, become invulnerable, and then erupt to deal damage and equal to health of the enemy's current health. Since the damage is percent base, you want to use it early in the team fight when enemies are at near full health, especially tanks. Don't save it as a finisher. The killer combo is to hit the ground with cellular corrosion, then immediately pop your ultimate. If your timing is right, you emerge just as the tendrils snap, dealing a devastating burst of damage that can vaporize squishier targets. Team synergies and counterplay. Venom works best with teams who can either match his aggression or heal from afar. A Spider-Man on your team creates one of the deadliest duos in the game. You actually power up his ability. A healer like Luna Snow is a huge asset as she can heal you no matter how deep you are. Magneto can also be a surprisingly great partner. He can throw a shield on you if you dive deep, giving you extra survivability. But be careful of your counters. Venom is extremely weak to crowd control when his abilities are on cooldown. Characters like Manus or Luna Snow can lock you down and make it easy for you to get killed. High damage range heroes like the Punisher and Iron Man can also be a nightmare, as they can melt your large hitbox from a distance where you can't fight back. Try to bait out their abilities before you commit to a dive. The path to master in Venom is really a journey of unlearning. You have to forget the idea of being a static tank. It's all about calculated aggression, not mindless brawling. It's a rhythm of diving, killing, and vanishing. So get out there and practice the hunt. Use the wall, save, swing, execute the combos, become the backline menace that forces entire teams to change the game plan to deal with you. You have the tools. You have the mindset. Now become the Venom everyone fears. If this guy helped you, drop a comment below. Share your own Venom clips or ask any questions you still have. Until next time.